Hey, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Yeah, G.I. Joe Skoda. You know who I am. I'm the silly guy, sometimes blabbers too much. Don't know what I'm talking about. But today I want to talk to you a little bit about something I call the hell yeah factor. The hell yeah factor. Each one of us gets up every day, and hopefully with a purpose. We get up, we want to make a difference, we want to do good time at our job, be great for our families and loved ones. But sometimes we fall short. We get in that mundane, that same old attitude sometimes. We often wonder why we even get up at all or go to work. And that's frustrating and stressful. Get that out of your mind. Get that out of your mind. Get the hell yeah factor back. And the best way to do that is to find your purpose, to refine your purpose, to rediscover who you really are. Absolutely, life is good. Now we're back here, see the beautiful trees. I got a parking garage behind me. But quite frankly, I'm looking at a wonderful swimming pool. So follow me, let's look at the swimming pool over here. It's so important that we find something that makes us want to get up. We do something that gets us excited. We associate with people that say, hell yeah, let's do it. Or I can do it, or you bet, or let's try. Too many of us get scared to try something new. Too many of us have been told you can't do that, it will never work, other people have tried, you're not good enough. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I've heard a lot of those things too growing up, and even as an adult. And a lot of times the people who tell us those things are people that love and care about us the most and don't want to see us get hurt. So when mom or dad are saying, don't try that, son, you might get hurt, and over time, you may stop trying. You may stop trying to do something else because you may get hurt. Or worse yet, you may disappoint mom or dad. And that's a pain that it's almost worse than anything else. Again, you know what I'm talking about. So we talk a little bit about what's your wow factor. What gets you up and makes you get like, wow, people look at you, get the wow. Most of us don't have charisma. We walk into a room and some people notice us, and if they know, they know who we are, and friends, they notice us. But the majority of people don't notice or don't even care. Most of us don't have the charisma of the Bill Clintons and some other people out there. Just walk into a room and people are attracted. Most of us have to work on it. And what I call working on that is your wow factor. Wow factor. What do you have to bring to the conversation? What do you have that's going to uplift someone else? What do you have that people want and strive and thrive for? You don't know? It's time to find out. Time to find out. Because the more and more we're talking about the wow factor, the more and more we're talking about the hell yeah, the more and more we either have the self-confidence in us to say, I can do it, or we stay around people, negative people, who care and love us too much, or just want to drag us down and say, don't even bother trying. You know, most of the richest people in the world today are people who tried something no one else would. Or more importantly, didn't quit. We hear about online marketers making all kinds of money. And I know lots of them that are. I'm making some money, but not the kind of money I'm going to yet. But it's out there. And why don't people make money? I'm going to tell you. Here's the reason why. Because they quit. Too many of us quit before we achieve that success. Too many of us quit before we realize the dreams we had. Too many of us quit on ourselves. And when you and I quit on ourselves, we're also quitting on our families. Regardless if they told us to quit or not. When you and I quit on our dreams, our desires, something in our head telling us we can do something else, we are falling short of our destiny. We're falling short of being all that we can be. Look at this shirt, Bahamas, huh? Have you ever traveled the world? I've been traveling the world. I try to do more and more as I can and travel to places I've never been to before. I've taken probably 6 or 7 cruises in the last 5 years. Amazing. And I've traveled a lot of different places. Now, being in the military, of course I traveled the world. But often I travel by myself without my family. In most cases, I was not even enjoying where I was at. But I put myself in a place today where I can take my time, breathe the air around me, and enjoy some of the sights. Now, you don't have to travel across the country or across the world to enjoy what God has offered us. Smell the flowers in your own neighborhood. Check out the local lake. Is there a, like in San Luis Obispo, which is close to where I live, there's a bubblegum wall. People for probably the last 20 or 30 years stick gum on the wall. Now, I don't recommend touching it or licking it or any of that stuff, but it's still something you could look at and admire, well, from afar anyways. There's always something we can see, someone else's art, someone else that had a desire to say, yeah, I'm going to do this. I don't care what you think. I'm not giving up on my dreams. And you and I need to show appreciation for people that don't quit. Now, in network marketing, in almost any business, and even in jobs, a lot of us chase that shiny nickel, the latest, greatest thing out there, the best product, a new service, a new wow factor, we think. And so we'll cut our dreams short when we're this close to making it and jump into something new. We'll try something else. Someone else told us, no, you need to get here on the ground floor. You can make a lot more money. Yeah, when you're on the ground floor or something, you usually do have more opportunities. If you're talking network marketing, I don't care if you're the first person in or the 10,000th person in, because there's people being born every day that need an opportunity like you and I have to offer. So don't worry about that. If you have something you believe in, you go for it. I don't care what product or service, but you have to have a passion. Because if you're trying to market something or sell something and you're not quite sold on it, that's not fair to you or your customers or your potential business partners. You have to buy in. Now, a lot of us have invested in things we don't know or care about. A lot of us have started business and sold stuff we don't know or care about. A lot of us work for employers. We don't even understand the vision or mission of what they're doing. Once you figure that out, once you figure out when you wake up what your vision should be, when you wake up and figure out what your mission needs to be, yeah, you heard it. It's part of the wow factor. Because now you have a purpose. We build shoes for homeless veterans or whatever that is. And that could be your mission. We help out the homeless. We're helping out veterans. We're helping feed the children. Whatever that is, feel it in here. Get the warm fuzzies. Embrace it. And you'll be not just a better employee or business owner in some cases, you'll be a better person. You'll be able to touch more people. You and I will be able to share our hell yeah. Because if you don't have that hell yeah in your life, what's the point? We haven't been put on this earth to work and pay taxes and pay bills our whole life without enjoying it. If you look around us, the trees, the swimming pool, there's flowers. I live near an ocean. There's so much to be thankful for. And we really, really need to show that appreciation. Thank the Lord God Almighty and thank everyone in our lives. Believe it or not, even people you find we find that are negative or always down or dragging us down, there's a purpose in their lives. if nothing else, to remind us of how we don't want to be, of the type of person we don't want to be associated with. So we have to embrace even the negativity or the people that kind of look down on us and just say thanks. Thank you for a lesson learned. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. And you and I have that right to say that's enough already. Because I've got a bigger vision, a bigger mission. I have my own wow I'm working on. And quite frankly, I want to bring that hell yeah to everyone around us. Because isn't that what life's worth living for? You and I have a purpose. You and I are supposed to do something more than most of us are doing. Make every day count and share your hell yeah with others. And quite frankly, go out there and make a difference. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda and hell yeah.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. We present our show programmings, which demonstrate inspirations to any viewers around the globe, with over 500,000 reach to over 54 countries. Our programming are very relatively entertaining and empowering. And now here is the Let's Talk World. Let's Talk World, hosted by a young, witty, and fearless leader of social media shows, Maria Pureza. This programming is all about featuring individuals in their field of interest. We showcase everyone's passion. Watch us live every Monday and Tuesday at 2 p.m. on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and at socialmediashows.com.
You can be empowered with Maria and Joe Live TV, a show that will inspire you. Maria and Joe will share real-time stories and deliberate cynical perspective in a positive culture. Join and watch us on socialmediashows.com.
In the Office is a show on social media shows, talks about everyday circumstances in life. Watch Joseph Skoda every Monday 11 a.m. on socialmediashows.com and let us bring the world to you.
Fab Life is about the fashion, celebrities, movies, social events, arts and culture and so much more. Hosted by J.C. Crisologo every Monday 7 p.m. on socialmediashows.com.
Shut up and sit down.
Jeezy and Frenemies. Jeezy and His Frenemies is an impromptu comedy skit, with a hilarious story of a billionaire designer with other billionaire friends. Jeezy and His Frenemies every Tuesday 7 p.m. on socialmediashows.com with evolving characters and actors.
Honeybees, Women Empowerment Talk Show, hosted by powerful women. As women in our society, we have a voice. Let's talk anything that involves women. Watch us live every Tuesday 5 p.m. PST on socialmediashows.com, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, Twitch, and Facebook. Vegas Live with Ninan Devere DeRosa, an award-winning television and internet talk show host, every Monday 1 p.m. on socialmediashows.com, YouTube, Facebook and Twitter, featuring artists in and outside Las Vegas area, filmed at the Peppermill Lounge.
The Good News is a weekly show on fb.me/socialmediashows to inspires you with the scriptures and word of God to uplift you to be a better version of yourself. Hosted by Dolores Olson and J.C. Crisologo on
Paradigma Theories with Kim D. Ananag, a show program on which distinct set of concepts are thought patterns, research methods on social media shows.
Maria and Reggie Show. Do not just look for chemistry, look for connection. A relationship talk show to empower, enlighten and entertain singles, couples, as well as those who are married. With Maria Pureza and #1 relationship coach, see Reggie Rogers.
Social media shows are looking for independent unsigned artists to show off to the world for a brand new show. So if you have a video ready to show, email us right now at darkmusictelevision@gmail.com.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York. So his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation with planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provides.
Hello everyone. Hey, you're in the office with Joseph Skoda. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something that some of us get confused and don't quite understand the point. A lot of us have beliefs in things. We believe the earth is round. We maybe believe it's flat. We believe in God. We may believe in all of our taxpayer monies going to the right causes. Whatever that is. And it's good. We also need to believe in something. Believe in your flag, for instance. Believe in your country and the pride that we should all have deep down inside. And that's great. But people are not looking so much at what we believe in. Quite frankly, they're looking at our behaviors, our actions. What are we doing to show that this is what we believe in? Now, we talk about, the flag and being a United States Air Force veteran myself. I have a lot of pride in the Air Force flag and, of course, the United States of America. And that means something to me. If you're disrespected my flag, or at least if I feel that way, and if I feel that way, you are disrespecting it, my behavior is going to come after you. Don't mean I have to attack you or anything, but you're going to hear a piece of what I believe in. You're going to hear a little piece of how I'm feeling and how you're stressed and disrespect and everything. And that's okay. I'm still going to do the best I can to be respectful. Kind of depends on how far you go into the meaning United States of America, what we stand for. And each one of us has a certain belief, something we believe in. Now, I just mentioned God a little while ago. Most of us believe there's a God. Most of us. Some of us try to get away and say, oh, there's a higher power. Or, Jesus was just another prophet, but he did some great things. Whatever. There's one God, and if you believe you are born again, you do what you're supposed to do to get baptized, ask God into your heart, and forgive you of your sins, it's a done deal. But that does not give us we call free reign to continuously sin, free reign to continuously do stupid things that we've done in the past, free reign to steer others the wrong way. Come on, God has given us His grace, where we're already forgiven. It doesn't mean we can keep making the same mistakes over and over again. You and I are sinners, and we'll probably continue to sin to the day we die. It doesn't have to. It could just be something you're thinking. I'm thinking of causing someone harm. That's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. We all feel that way sometimes. Sure we do. Especially when someone disrespects us, our country, threatens our family, takes their jobs away, and the list goes on and on. But what I'm trying to say is, what is our behaviors? Sure, you can wake up with a smile and say, good morning, everyone. I'm glad you're here. You're a great part of the team. But what are we doing to really make them feel that they are a great part of the team, important part of the team? Are we talking behind people's backs? Are we not following up or encouraging them to do the right thing and stay on the right track themselves? Too many of us get distracted. I mentioned church, and a lot of us go to church. It doesn't mean we're all Christians, and not all Catholics are Christian or all this other stuff. I'm trying not to get into religious rhetoric right now. But the point is, if you really believe in something, the world should already know. They should already know what you stand for. There should never be a second guess. If you're a military veteran, your neighbors should know just by looking at you. And with the way you hold your demeanor walking down the street and your attitude toward one another. And if you're Christian, it should bleed from you, should reap out of your every pore, and people should know. You don't have to go and throw your ideas or beliefs down someone's throat, but someone should know what you stand for. Good, bad, and ugly. Sometimes we stand for the wrong things. Maybe miscommunication, misinformation. We're going with what our parents or friends used to do without doing our own research. Hey, I fall into that. We've all done that. You know, you may vote a certain way because that's what your parents always did, and they said, well, that's just what we do. I see that, but when it comes to a point in time where you and I have to do our own research, you and I have to come up with our own experiences, asking the right questions to the right people, and quite frankly, trying to figure out our own belief system. It doesn't have to change from your parents. Your parents might be right on target their whole lives and trying to bring up their children the right way. But it's okay to question, to go around, to do a little research on the side, to see. I did not realize how smart my mom and dad were until I became an adult with my own children and trying to figure life out. When I was a teenager, I kind of thought I knew it all, or knew I wouldn't know it all eventually. And of course, I don't know it all even today. So we would question our parents a little bit. We need to be respectful. Don't you dare demean or put someone on the spot. Don't do that. Especially a loved one, someone that loves you and cares about you. Now, our parents, and you and I, and everyone we know, we have flaws. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to ask the wrong questions. We're going to follow the wrong people. We're going to make the bad decisions. Okay, well, tomorrow's another day. Put today behind you as quickly as you can and move on and do some better things. Make some better decisions with some facts behind you. And it's okay. We often make decisions on the facts we have at the time, but if they change, it's okay to change later and say, hey, I made a mistake. I thought this way because, but today I'm thinking more this way because. Now, we don't want to be wishy-washy. We need to make those sound decisions. And most of us make decisions, come on now, especially during the holidays, on emotions. I have to have the latest, greatest computer, latest, greatest television, latest, greatest underwear. You know, there's underwear, $30 a pair? Are you kidding me? Do we really need, I don't care how much air and circulation you get down there. Really worth $25 or $30 a pair? Hey, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But we don't have to have everything. We don't have to, we can appreciate things and appreciate entrepreneurs who are going out there inventing new ways, new ideas, better materials. Hey, those are some great things, and we should try to support them, especially if they happen to be in our circle or friends or family, we should support them by their products. Of course, why wouldn't you? You want them to support them by your products and services sometime, don't you? Of course we do. Of course we do. That's okay. If, like I said, if you're a veteran, if you're a Christian, if you're, I really wouldn't say a politician per se, but a teacher, a pastor, someone trying to have integrity in their lives. Sure, we lose it from time to time. We get distracted. Life gets in the way. We get a sucker punch out of nowhere, and we get defensive and fight back, or woe is me, and we get depressed, and the anxiety, and we're lost, and the list once again goes on and on. But once we deal with that sucker punch, that upper, that right hook or whatever it is, we have to get back up, stand on our 2 feet, lace our boots back up, and go back to work of being who we are, or who we think we are, who we want to be. People need to look at us and trust what we say is true, and they're going to be able to do that by seeing our behaviors and actions. Now, sure, I say a lot of great things. I believe in diet and exercise, and I fail at that on a regular basis, the right diet and exercise. Sure, I travel a lot. I'm on the road. I go out to eat with different people all the time. But those are excuses. There are times where I have to eat a certain way, and quite frankly, society makes it hard. When they make a cheeseburger for $2 and a salad for 10, it's really hard financially wise to eat properly. But those are excuses, and some things we can kind of get around. We don't have to have a hamburger or even a salad at every meal. We could make shakes and mix different things together. Tofu, I don't understand. Tofu, I do not understand. And you're not going to look at me and be confused that I'm a tofu fanatic, because that's not going to come out of my pores. Not saying it's bad. Of course, too much soy is bad, too much salt, too much everything is bad. I just want to be serious real quick. You and I have a belief system we do growing up from our family members, our loved ones, of course, our schools. They give us a different belief system. But as we get older and we take those experiences with what we're brought up with, we have to dig down deep inside and try to figure out who we are. What do we stand for? And then we need to do our best all the time. You're not going to be perfect, you're going to make mistakes, but do our best all the time where people can say, yeah, that Joe Skoda, he's a pretty good guy. He's on the straight and narrow, and he's really trying his best to do what's best for his community and his family. Isn't that what it's all about? You want someone to look at you and say, good job, I support you, I think you're doing swell. Now, maybe they don't say swell, but I think you're doing well, or trying your best at least. We all have potential. Use that potential for good. Be respectful. And if we get off the straight and narrow, it's okay to smack someone or shake them a little bit and say, hey, knucklehead, we're supposed to be over here, not over there. Find out your belief system. Find out what you really believe in. And it should be here, not just in your mind, but in your heart. You got to be jumping and say, yes, this is who I am. This is what I want. And quite frankly, make the best of it. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. You and I can believe what we want to believe, but people are going to watch our actions and behaviors. Make sure they're the right ones that you want people to see. Have yourself a great day. Go out there and show some love, respect, and honor. Honor a veteran today. Trust me, they'll love it. Have a great day now.